Welcome to the Coody Connection. I'm Andrew and I'm glad you've joined me. Today I'm going to be reviewing a couple cases. The first one I have is a game controller case, and the second I have is a headphone headset case. Let's get started. The first one we're going to look at here is the controller case. This one is called a Yohra, Y-O-H-R-A case. This one is currently running approximately $22 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. It says Gamery down in the bottom corner. You could probably peel that off, but it's not really a big deal unless you are into aesthetics and things. My goal was to find Hardshell, and for both of these items, both of them, right when the Google Stadia and the Microsoft xCloud released, I was looking for something to tote my equipment in when I would go to work or some other place, and just wanted to test the ropes of the products. I wanted to protect my products and my investments and such. So these are what I landed on. So the first one here, it has a very rugged outside exterior. It looks pretty huge, and I thought that was going to be a problem when I first got it. And I've actually, had a change of heart almost immediately. But you might look at it the same and be like, gosh, that's huge. But it's actually, not. And I'll show you why. So this is not my normal controller. This is my wife's controller. It's the Ocean Shadow. It's very nice. Very cool. We'll set that aside for a moment. But it's just for demonstration purposes. So I wanted one that actually held 2 slots, so basically a double controller. I could have gotten a smaller case, kind of maybe something smaller than this, but this works perfect because, as you could see, it's still packed from the last time I used it, but this allows me to keep my controller and then my accessories, such as like the controller clips to hold the cell phone and the mounting brackets. So with this one here, it allows me to store them, and I'm able to take this padding out. What it came with was 2 of these thick pads, and nothing against the Hardshell. I wanted the Hardshell, but think about it. If this was in here by itself, this would be thudding around and hitting the back. I want to take care of my stuff like I'm sure everyone else does, but this would still be a problem, a nuisance, because it's just right there with very little protection. So I took the other one and I just very carefully with a razor blade and some scissors and tried to get it pretty close to the molding of this controller outline, and it actually works extremely perfectly. So here I cut it just so it would also run flush, so I had to get the measurements right, and you don't have that same thud. So I did that for both sides because why not? And I didn't need the other piece, so I threw it away. So this allows me to put all of the parts in here and store them for use, and I'm able to go. So it also has your pretty typical elastic band, and I've got my charging cable, actually one of the long ones here that's got the official LED on it. That way I know when it's done charging and you don't overcharge it. And I know there's certain things in the controllers to help with that, but I guess it depends on the battery and stuff, but that's not the point. So I've got some instructions and some reference stuff in case I need them. But I didn't want to get a smaller case that would take up just one slot and then have all these things protruding through the top, because that would be a nightmare with these, and I'm sure they would scratch and kind of vie for space. So having 2 gives me a lot more room and easy enough to pack up and go. I read through a lot of reviews trying to find one, and I was extremely happy with this. The only nuisance, and this is more of a nitpick than actually anything really important, was the corner. You probably saw that when I closed it. It's not really a big deal, but you can easily just unzip it, put your finger in, and pop it back up. Super easy. It doesn't bother me. I don't care because it's going to get squished, but at least it's protecting everything inside. Next up, we have the headphone headset case. This one here is made by Accessory House. It's probably a knockoff just like the other one. And knockoff isn't always a negative connotation, but you know, whatever. This particular one runs $26.99 right now, so $27 on Amazon at the time of the video. Pretty good price. It also has the Hardshell, and I have a Turtle Beach Stealth 700, so I wanted one that would fit appropriately. And this one here fits quite nicely. It even came with a like a little satin-ish bag, and you can just put some accessories in there. My headset came with you know, a charging cable, some instructions, and I took a old cell phone charger, not one of the fast ones, but whatever, and put that in there for like an emergency or something. So that was really handy, so you don't have things rolling around in the pouch and scratching up your product. So we'll just stash that back away. And this one here has kind of like a velvety satin interior. It's a nice blue. I mean, it's a good color. It's got the stitching around the whole perimeter, except where the handle is. It's a nice color. I don't really care. It kind of goes well. Blue on the green, it's okay. All I want it for is to hold the product. So it's a very durable hard shell. Kind of like what you would if you don't have anything like this already, and maybe you have something like a old car navigation system, think like a Garmin or TomTom, kind of one of those cases they used to come with. It's that hard shell material. I used to have my Turtle Beach sticker on the outside, but I took it off just because, and it actually sticks to this oddly better. But either way, this here fits it quite nicely. Now I did have to like extend or retract the headpiece a little bit, but everything fits quite nicely. And it even came with a carabiner. This one zips really tight, and I want that, so I have a little peace of mind with it, so it's not, you know, loose and gonna lose all your products. Came with a carabiner, so you could probably hook this on a backpack or, you know, somewhere that, you know, you can use it, or if you have a shelf or a hook or somewhere you can put it on, that would be perfect. So you've got that. And this is, other than the noise of the carabiner, you don't hear it rattling inside, so that's perfect. The dimensions are pretty big. I'll get some probably more efficient ones. So here's the two. They do stack quite nicely. They fit in my book bag, backpack some people call it, quite nicely. I don't really carry a lot of stuff around, and I usually don't carry these together, but you might find a combination. These would even kind of go together if you really wanted to. You could latch them. That would work too. But both of these have a kind of similar vein carrying handles, so you can grip them, carry them like such. They're very, very comfortable rubber material that latches to the canvas material that they're made out of. So overall, I would say that these get a 5 out of 5 for me. I've had these for probably 4 months, somewhere around the 4 to 5 month window. Seems like a long time to wait before posting, but this is a new channel, you know, something of that nature. So I think it's fair enough to say that these are useful if you're into that. And like I said, the price points are pretty good. I'll include those in the description, and I'll include the link in the blog if I have any other information for you. So I think that these would be good gifts, and if you're looking for something to protect your investments and you want to share these are good items to work with. So I might do a video of the clips that I use for the controller. I'll put those in another video soon. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.